Hey everybody, my name is James Markle. I am the Merlin the Woodworker, Wood Wizard, whatever. I came across a display that I was salvaging and just scrapping out for useful hardware that's on it. Since it was made of MDF and it had been rained on, it was all wet and swollen and just garbage. But the hardware is pretty nice, and it also had Lazy Susan on it. I mean, like an industrial size Lazy Susan, which is really nice. I managed to get that out of it. But I got down to the very last piece, and I came across these that were in there, so that it's a dual like furniture kind of similar to a T-nut, except you thread these in instead of pounding them in. But you need a rather large Allen head, a wrench, to actually put them in and take it out. Well, I don't have an Allen wrench this large. I've got a couple sizes that are just short of it. So I got to thinking, like, what could I possibly use for that? And what came to mind was I have a lot of just, miscellaneous bolts laying around that have hex heads on them. And so I started looking around, and I managed to find a little hex bolt. So I think it's an automotive part that fit in there just nice. And I got thinking, well, it's like, okay, the head fits in there, but then now I just have the threaded bolt part sticking out, and I can't really grip that, and I don't want to destroy the threads with a pair of vice grips. So I found some nuts that would fit on it, and being that I could tighten it down, but then in cranking it, to loosen this part out, I'd end up just loosening the nut and taking it off the bolt, so that wouldn't do any good. So I put 2 nuts on there, cranked them down as tight as I could against one another, and then insert the head of the bolt into the socket here, and then just focused on the lower nut and twisted that. And since that was working against the other nut that was locking it in place, I was able to extract every piece of hardware off of that. And just thought maybe somebody would find that useful. If in a pinch you don't have the necessary tool, look around and see what you can find. Make something useful. That's all. Hope you have a good day.